team spent over 100 days in Disney World doing literally everything. So we are now bringing you the best of the best. In case you missed it, our entire team actually did everything literally in Disney World because I kicked off the series because I won something called Last to Leave 2, which you can watch on the channel, so that way I could bring my friends Fry, Bucket, and Quincy with me to Paris, which you can also finally watch on the channel. It also means that we have really firm opinions on everything in Disney World. My best friend Agnes, a computer system that we got really close during this time, she kind of helped us as we went through. She chose our tasks, she let us know what to do. And now, after months of debate, we are finally bringing you what is actually the best to do around Disney World. Starting off with the obvious, you have to try out those star attractions. What is Disney World without those absolute thrills and classics when it comes to rides in the theme parks? It's what they're known for. It's what a lot of people find the most fun about the parks, although not the only fun. You have to include it. The star attractions are absolutely the thing to do in Disney World. For me, a lot of times these big ticket attractions kind of get skipped, unfortunately, because they have those long lines, but this series reminded me why they have those long lines. Rides like Tron, Guardians of the Galaxy, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Rise of the Resistance, Flight of Passage, they all see super long wait times pretty much no matter when you're there or no matter the time of day, especially during the holidays. And I've always known they're popular, they're fun, I like them, but this series really helped me remember why they get those long waits and why they honestly deserve them. As Disney continues to grow and innovate, the newer rides blow us away every single time. There's just something about rope dropping them to avoid the longer lines, long wait times, or ending our day on them, or even splurging on a single pass to help skip those long lines. There's ways to avoid taking chunks out of your day just waiting on one attraction, and doing all of these things and enjoying the attraction makes your trip so much sweeter. That's not to say the classics aren't star attractions too, they are. I just think as a rides girly, this series reminded me why I'm a rides girly and why, yes, sometimes it is worth an hour plus wait, especially if you're a rides person like I am. Number 2, snacking. Literally, I love any and all Disney food. They're always going to be a highlight for me, and that's why they are making this best of the best series, because if you're not snacking in Disney World, you're missing out on a whole section of the park that is like a culture of its own. I'm a foodie through and through, so trying out hundreds of Disney snacks was like actually my heaven. It's what I've always wanted to do in my life, and then I got to go do it for my job. From the classics like Dole Whips to newer hidden favorites like maybe the Mickey Chicken and Waffles over at Coronado Springs. There are just so many snacks throughout the entire resort that will actually make your trip better. Throughout this series, getting to try all of these different things, it wasn't just like, oh, I need to eat, I'm kind of hungry, I'm going to grab what's closest. It meant I got to try out things I never would have tried or even gone all the way out there to, and it was enjoying an entire subculture of Disney World. It's not even a joke when we say subculture. It really is a whole thing. Look at the Disney food blog. There's a reason they're so popular, and it's because people love Disney food and snacks. If you don't even consider yourself typically a Disney foodie or a foodie in general, this is the time to try new snacks and try new things. If it's your first trip or your 100th trip, Disney foods are going to impact just how much magic you're going to experience on this vacation. If you don't know which snacks are right for you, don't stress. We and our friends over at Disney Food Blog have literally hundreds of thousands of reviews. You can start making your list ahead of time if you're anything like me. I love a Google spreadsheet that is complete with locations and prices because I'm crazy. It's one of my favorite things about Disney. But if you're not that hardcore, I get it. Any list is fine. Sure, Dole Whip is going to be on the list, but then discovering new restaurants, snacks, bars, or even lounges is going to be one of the best parts. That's what's so fun about Disney is like the magic never ends the entire time you're there, from riding rides to watching shows and even snacking. all of it is a part of the experience that makes it the best of the best. Another thing that this series really taught us is the best part of Disney World is when you kind of wander off the path. Now, this could mean a lot of things. I don't just mean like literally wandering off the path. I mean at large, trying new things. Animal Kingdom is a great example of trying new things that maybe not every single person is doing, or not every person is going to tell you like this is a must do. Animal Kingdom has several different trails that you can explore, one being the Gorilla Falls Trail and one being the Maharaja Jungle Trek. Both of those are huge. They offer so many different points of view throughout Animal Kingdom that if you're not doing them, you're not seeing a big portion of the park. You get to get up close with animals, there's different experiences, and a lot of people skip these because they're like, I don't really care to walk during my walking vacation, and I get that. But it is some of the most special parts of Animal Kingdom. And if you don't wander off the path, you're missing out on like a massive section of this theme park and what it's meant to bring. Another great example is the Epcot Gardens. There are several different spots in Epcot that are kind of considered garden-like, and they're a great place to stop, relax, and kind of gather yourself away from the crowds, which can be very overwhelming and really impact your vacation negatively if you don't know how to kind of step back from those moments. My favorites tend to be the UK Pavilion Epcot Garden and then the Canada Garden. Both are gorgeous, often have seating, and 9 times out of 10 are really not packed, so it's a great way to just like catch your breath in the middle of the day. I also consider doing the putt-putt courses something that's like wandering off the path-esque. You know, before this job, I had never even been to the water parks. I had never done the putt-putt stuff. I just thought like, I'm not as into it. The putt-putt courses at Disney World are so much fun, and barely anyone is doing them. They're different, and they're a great way to kind of spend some time. If you're not doing a full park day, maybe you're just doing Disney Springs for dinner, go play a little putt-putt. It's chill, almost never crowded. It's a really great way to have a Disney day without paying full price for a Disney theme park ticket. I am partial to the Fantasia Gardens golf one because it's the most Disney-esque, but any of them are fun, especially if you're with the right people. Even the water parks do fall into the category of wander off the path for me. Like I said earlier, not really a water park girly. I had never done that, and I don't consider myself a water park girly even now, but they are so much fun at Disney. Disney's theming is so intentional, the rides are a good time, and the food is so good, and a lot of people are skipping the water park, so that's kind of why it falls into the wander off the path section of this video. Now, if you're staying on Disney World property in 2026, in the summer specifically, you can actually get free entry into the water parks on the day you check into your hotel, which that's a great way to kind of explore something new, wander off the hidden path, and not have to pay a lot of money for it. You're already paying for your hotel, so you might as well take that free perk. There is one difference. In 2025, that was an all-year perk. In 2026, it's only in the summer. So be sure to check your dates and understand when you first check in with Disney, like what perks are included. They can tell you all about it at your resort. Hold still, okay? Smile big. Got it. Okay. Our next one is take all the pictures. That is the best of the best at Disney World, is taking all the pictures. Honestly, what made me giggle and laugh more than anything throughout the entire Everything series was all of our PhotoPass pictures. Little did I know that I would have a massive collection of PhotoPass pictures by the time that was wrapped up, that whole series was done. But I absolutely loved gathering all of them, doing every single spot, and just having all of these little memories from the entire series that I can print and have in my house. There are hundreds of them around Disney World, and while I've always enjoyed PhotoPass and what that brings to your vacation, I had never done a lot of them, I learned throughout the Everything series. If you don't know, Disney PhotoPass is essentially Disney photographers that are stationed throughout the parks and sometimes even the resorts, and they can take nice professional photos for you and your family or your friends while you're on vacation, so that way everyone can be in the picture, it's posed, and it's not just a selfie or mom's not missing from this amazing family moment. A lot of times they're in like lime green shirts, so they're pretty easy to spot, and they're just a great way to take really nice beautiful pictures on this once in a lifetime for many people occasion and vacation. Now, it's not just like nice post photos in front of the castle, although they do have those. They also have things like magic shots, super zooms, and even tiny world shots to like add some different and fun things to your family photos. Magic shots are when you take the picture and they tell you like, oh, look in your hand and smile. And then once you find the photos in your My Disney Experience app, you'll see kind of what magic touches they added to the photos. A lot of times it's a famous Disney character, or it's like fun snow based on the holidays around you. There's a lot of different options, and I love a magic shot. They make them so fun and special. The super zoom shots are also really neat. They'll take like massive wide shots of Main Street, and then it'll zoom in and show you exactly where you are, so you get a video and a photo, which is very neat. And I think it's kind of fun, especially when you think about how many people are in Disney World, to like see just a small section and then see yourself. It's like a little ant. I think that's cute. They also offer the tiny world shots, which is when you like all hold hands around this insane camera, and it takes just like funny, goofy pictures. Now, you can buy a Memory Maker photo package to get all of your pictures during your vacation. You can buy them one at a time, or you can even purchase Memory Maker by day. Now, I don't really recommend purchasing them one at a time or Memory Maker by day. I typically just go ahead and shell out the cash for the whole vacation, because you will be surprised how many photos you take. It also means that anytime you see a PhotoPass photographer, you might say like, hey, let's stop for a picture here, whereas otherwise you wouldn't. And it includes your ride photos. So lots of nice things that come along with that Memory Maker. As a kid on our first Disney vacations, we got the full Memory Maker package. And then my mom, once we came home, made like massive photo albums of all of our Disney pictures. And even still, they're some of my favorite family photos we've ever taken. I love looking back through them. The only thing I don't like is the weird Bermuda shorts I was wearing in the pictures, but I was a child of my age. That has nothing to do with the photos. That's really more with my sense of style. The next one for me, the best of the best at Disney World, is getting glittered. It's getting glittered. And I don't care. I don't want to hear if you are not on that wave. This is its own category. Getting pixie dusted in Magic Kingdom is the best of the best, okay? And that specifically is its own category. Over at Sir Mickey's in Fantasyland, you can go get pixie dusted, and it is totally for free. And you close your eyes and you make a wish and you get pixie dust and glitter, and it makes me so happy. The reason that this is its own category as far as like the best things to do at Disney World is because this is the best. This is what Disney World is to me. And hear me out. I know I sound insane because it's really just putting glitter in your hair, but to me, this really represents everything that you want Disney World to be. Whether you are 1 or you are 55, 60, 70, 80, 100, taking that moment, just closing your eyes and feeling the sweet simplicity of making a wish. Because everybody does it. I don't care if they say close your eyes, make a wish, and you're like, okay. A small part of you closes your eyes and really makes a wish. Whether it's just like, I hope that I get to have my snack today, or like, I hope that this is the best trip I'll ever have. Like, everyone makes a wish when they do it. There's something about this to me that is about embracing the magic of the parks. Even if you're not a Disney adult, in this moment, you are truly embracing what it means to be in Disney. You're closing your eyes, you're doing something for you, and you're wishing with your heart for something you really want. And it's free. And a lot of things in Disney World are not free anymore. And it can feel overwhelming, like a little bit of a financial burden to try to do everything if you're being totally honest and transparent. But this one little thing is free. It helps you enjoy the moment, and you aren't going to worry about the rest of your day, because you're going to turn and you're going to catch all through the rest of the day little glimpses of that glitter as it's falling off your shoulders, or as you like see yourself in the mirror. And it's just nice. It's just nice, and it's not stressful, and you aren't even going to worry about how long it's going to take for you to scrub it out of your scalp that night in the shower, because you're having fun when you're doing it. And speaking of freebies, that's going to take us to our next section. The freebies around the parks and the hotels are a great way to expand your Disney World trip without breaking the bank, and to just like find little things that make it better than it already is. You can enjoy different things like celebration buttons. There are a few kinds of celebration buttons. There's the birthday buttons. There's the just normal green celebration button that you can write like what you're celebrating on. And then there's also a first time button if you've never been, and an anniversary button. So all fun and exciting things. You can also do pin trading, which, small caveat here, pin trading itself is free. You do have to have like the initial fee that you pay to buy your first pin to start pin trading. So it's maybe not totally free, but once you have your first pin or first few pins, the act of pin trading is free. And I love it, because it's a great way to kind of like talk to cast members or be on a hunt and have like a fun little scavenger hunt for yourself while you're on your Disney vacation. I'm obsessed with pin trading. I do it every single time I go. Disney Springs is also going to fall into the freebies category, because you can get into Disney Springs without paying a dime. There is no entrance fee and there's no parking fee, which is huge. A lot of places like City Walk over at Universal do still require a parking fee, so the fact that Disney Springs doesn't is major. I have fear that one day Disney will start asking us to pay to park there, and then I'll be really devastated and upset, but we're not talking about it and we're not manifesting it, because it's not going to happen. I will say though, once you get to Disney Springs, if you spend money, that's out of my hands. I won't judge you and I can't hold you accountable for that, but technically Disney Springs and the entertainment that you can find there, totally free. Resort hopping, that's another thing that's totally free around Disney World that a lot of people are not taking advantage of, and it is the best way to really make your Disney trip even better. What I like to do, if you are staying at a Disney hotel, you can either hop on a bus and go to a different park, and then from there choose what resort you're going to go to, or you can go to Disney Springs and choose a bus from there, because a lot of different resorts, unless you are staying there or you have a dining reservation, you cannot park at. That is not true for all of them, however, it is mostly true, and I would hate for you to drive somewhere and then them not let you park there. So the best way to resort hop is definitely park over at Disney Springs and then take buses from there. What is resort hopping? It's essentially just going to the different Disney resorts, seeing what they have to offer, checking out the different snacks, drinks, entertainment, and just overall theming around each of the resorts. Yeah, I love to explore. A lot of my favorite foods are the Disney resorts, which we're doing a full 2026 foodie guide, and you can check that out on the channel. Resort hopping is one of my favorite ways to like enjoy Disney World without paying for a park ticket in addition to Disney Springs. And a lot of times every time we went to Orlando, or my family would come visit me when we lived there, we didn't necessarily go to the parks every time, but we would at the very least go to a resort or Disney Springs. Over in Magic Kingdom, Pirates Adventure is getting a shout out for being a cool freebie that is so underrated and everyone should be doing. It's a free game. It takes you on a little scavenger hunt throughout Adventureland. You get to help Jack Sparrow, and as you do different things, different sections of the park like come to life. It is so neat. At one point, spoiler, you can even like help fire a cannon off, which is just cool, and nobody's doing it, and I think you should be. The World Showcase Adventure is also going to be something very similar to Pirates Adventure. It is with DuckTales over in Epcot. It's throughout the World Showcase, and it's actually on the Play Disney Parks app. Pirates Adventure, you don't need anything. For the World Showcase scavenger hunt, you do need the Play Disney Parks app, but luckily it is free. It's with characters from DuckTales like Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and you get to help solve different mysteries in different Epcot pavilions. Finally, fireworks are also going to land in the freebie category, which is very exciting to a lot of people. You can actually watch the Disney World fireworks from a handful of different places that you don't necessarily have to pay to go to. Now, this is going to kind of combine resort hopping in with this, but a lot of different hotels have places to watch the fireworks for free. Disney's Contemporary Resort, Polynesian Village Resort, and the Grand Floridian, all three have the ability to watch Happily Ever After from the resorts. Now, of course, you're not going to be able to see the projections. You might not even be able to hear the music, but some of these spots actually funnel in the music so it's timed right as the fireworks go off, even though you're at a different distance. Riviera Resort and Disney Boardwalk Resort also allow you to kind of get peaks of Epcot's fireworks. They're just so much fun. You don't have to pay, and it's like a major Disney World staple that you can do for free. Now, you're not going to be in the parks necessarily. However, you can watch them for free with a little bit more planning. It deserves a shout out in the freebie category, and it is getting one right now. Singing along in Disney World is, of course, the best of the best. Now, this one's not a question. It's just, how are you going to sing along? How are you going to join in? It would not be an all ears video if we did not shout out how important live entertainment is, because, say it with me, live entertainment is important. It is. And we are massive live entertainment fans in this house, and they really make Disney World the best of the best. Now, a lot of other theme parks do have shows, they have singing, but none are quite as good as Disney. And that's just the truth. Disney puts so much love and care into their shows. We've seen it, especially as they add new things, even to the Disney Cruise Line. The shows on the Disney Destiny blew us away, and you can tell that every time they do something new, they like level it up in a special way. All this to be said, I can't help but sing along. Anytime I'm watching a show, I'm singing. These shows in Disney World are an amazing way to get off your feet, get a little bit of air conditioning, and support the actors that work with the company, because they need the support. That's part of what makes Disney so much fun and so special, is the live people, like the real people that make the parks come to life. We talk about cast members are important all the time. The people in the shows are cast members. They are important. They absolutely make Disney World what it is. If you just went and rode a bunch of rides, you'd be at the local fair. You wouldn't be at Disney World. So that is what sets them apart. You get to hear classic Disney songs and just enjoy like the vibes. This could be parades, this could be stage shows, this could even be like drive-by entertainment, if you will. There's a lot of things that fall into this singing along category, and you can kind of choose what is right for you. A lot of these are not going to take up much time in your day. They're also going to be faster than a lot of the lines you might be waiting in. And I think it's healthy to sing. I think it's healthy to sing your heart out every once in a while. Who doesn't need to do that? Plus, who doesn't love Captain Hook? If you know, you know. Now, there are several throughout Disney World that deserve a shout out: Disney Villains and Fairly Ever After, the Little Mermaid show in Hollywood Studios, the Frozen Celebration Sing Along. I mean, that's just 3 off the top of my head, and they're all in Hollywood Studios. That's not even scratching the surface at the other parks. Festival of the Lion King and Animal Kingdom. I mean, there are tons. Sing your heart out. It's healthy, and I think everyone needs to do it every once in a while. Even if you're a bad singer like me, you don't have to be a good singer to sing your heart out. Best thing in Disney World is to live in the lounges as well. The lounges around Disney World are kind of like our office spaces, if you will. If you're looking for the All Ears crew, go ahead and check the lounges. There are so many around Disney, at the hotels, even at the parks, and they've added new ones over the last few years. They're going to continue to add new ones. They are just incredible. And even since we've wrapped the series, Disney's added 2 new ones, one in Epcot and one in Magic Kingdom. Most of them don't require a reservation, so you can kind of enjoy a Disney World table service without fighting for an early reservation or stressing over getting a last minute one. They offer amazing cocktails, amazing beer and wine options, delicious bites, and then even some really fun mocktails, which Disney is currently working on adding more diverse mocktails throughout a lot of their lounges and restaurants throughout the entire resort. It's a nice place to get off your feet, to enjoy, get some of the best food and drinks that you can, and we just love to like sit and chat. Like, that is our favorite place. That's why we're there all the time. If we have a break or we want a break or we need one, that's where we're going as a lounge, because there's nothing quite like it. I will say, probably our favorite lounge is Nomad Lounge, but you're going to find us at the Beacon Barrel. You're going to find us at Geo 82. You're going to find us at Steakhouse 71 Lounge. I mean, there are just so many good spots. So just check them all out. I'd say check them all out. That's actually my personal everything in Disney World goal and list, is to just be in every lounge all the time. Now, this one is one that I think is the best of Disney World that I might not be doing every time, and that's getting some good character hugs. That is part of the best thing about Disney World, to be honest. Mickey Mouse, without a doubt, is one that everyone needs to do at least once in their life. I don't care if you think I'm not doing that. you should do it just once. I am very awkward when it comes to character meet and greets, although I've gotten better over time because of how many I've had to do. They're still just like a little strange. I don't always know what to say. I don't always know what to do, but I love a good character hug. I do, especially when I get to stand in line and watch the kiddos around me get their character hugs before I get mine. It's so special, and it is another thing that really sets Disney apart in a way that a lot of other theme parks and brands can't do. My own family members get like so excited and giddy, no matter how old they are, to go meet and hug Mickey. No, it's not something I do every single trip, but if I see a short wait time, or if I see a character just kind of out and about, I want a picture and I want a hug. Seeing them makes the parks feel alive. It's very similar to live entertainment. They are technically classified as live entertainment as well. They make the parks feel alive. They wake up the magical feeling in me that 10-year-old Emma feels or felt versus 26-year-old Emma feels. It's like that, and the pixie dust of it all just makes you feel like this is a place I don't have to think about anything else. And I'm gonna get a hug from a big mouse, and it's gonna mean something to me. Finally, the entire series, I think, taught all of us one thing, and that it's trying something new is never gonna get old. Disney is changing so much over the next few years. It's been changing a lot. It's about to change even more. Disney has new experiences to offer every single time you go. I'm there roughly every other month at this point in my life, and there is something new every single time I'm there. The same is probably true for you. Even if you've been there 100 times, the best parts of Disney World are oftentimes the things that you've never tried, or the things you've never cared to do. Whether it's classic, brand new, limited time, or even just like a new walking path. Like anything that you can find that's a little bit of a mix-up from your last trip is going to make it more exciting and special and memorable. There's just something like special and unique about discovering something new within something that you already love. It's like rereading your favorite book and grabbing a detail that you didn't know, but now it's like changed how you view the book. That's kind of what it is to go to Disney and try something new. And I'm not saying that you need to go and do the entire trip different. I'm not saying that. You absolutely can do everything the exact same, but maybe instead of having breakfast at Satuli Canteen, have breakfast at Kusafiri. Make one little change, and I think that you're really going to enjoy it and you're really going to like it. It keeps the park alive. It gives you reasons to keep going back. And honestly, our wallets probably wish we wouldn't find reasons to go back, but I'm still searching for them and I'm still finding them. There's just something so like nice and sweet and special about trying something new. I remember the first time my mom ever did the Liberty River boat with us before it was closed. She had never done it in all the years we'd gone to Disney, and I, even though it was not the most exciting attraction or not the newest thing in the world, she had never done it. And so I remember that vividly, doing something new with her and doing it for the first time. I think there are so many different ways to re-experience and rediscover your love for Disney World, and that is the number one way to do it, which is trying something new. That's the best of the best. It's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of discovering who you are and all the new things. Now, if you made it this far, go ahead and comment this secret code below so I know that you made it and that you also learned all the best too. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and like and subscribe. It does really help us out. We do theme park and beyond tips, tricks, and hacks almost every single day of the week. Why? Because we're serious about fun. Bye.